Shanda told me she subscribed to that yesterday, or maybe a few days ago.
You're damn right. Everybody needs to.
Do you love me? Do you need me?
Welcome back to my channel. Things are getting really exciting now. We're getting so close to showtime. It is Tuesday. I only have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then it is showtime, my first ever NPC Bikini Show. I've only been prepping for this since November. No big deal. I'm a little anxious. Just a general, how you doing, how you feeling? I feel good. I feel very excited. My energy is high. My brain function, I just feel like I'm a little bit slow. Just a little not there, but I'm getting through it. I sometimes have to read things over. I'll forget things mid-task. I've been having killer headaches. Even today when I showed up to the gym, my head was just freaking pounding. Today I am going to take you through a workout with my trainer Daniel at Destination Dallas. I am also going to take you through a posing session with my amazing posing coach Tawna. Let's get started in the gym and see what Daniel has me doing. It's leg day and he freaking killed me.
So what you're gonna do, I want your heels on the back of these right here. Okay. So what this is gonna do is gonna make this squat quad dominant. So whenever you go down to squat, on a normal squat, watch my hips. On a regular squat, you're gonna break your hips first. Right here, I want you to break your knees first, because what that's gonna do, it's gonna automatically activate your quads. So instead of going back right here, you're just gonna break your knees. Just drop straight down. Right here, get as low as you can, come up. Now when you come up, pull your knees out.
Okay.
Ready?
Like that?
Yes. Doing 10. Good. Come on. Good, and rack it. Yeah, that's 10. 20 air squats, same thing. I want you to break just your knees. So don't break your hips. So yeah. Yeah, straight down, good. Lower. 2, 3, 4, come on. 9. So, what this is gonna do, it always keeps tension. So when we do like any kind of like RDLs, stiff-legged deadlift, when you come to right here, you're actually losing tension. You're not shortening that muscle. So what we want to do is keep tension on that band the whole time. So our hips have no choice but to go back and come up, but you have that tension the entire time. So it's always going to keep tension on those hamstrings. Okay. So you're going to try to pull me back, and all I'm going to do is this right here. When you feel your hamstrings tighten, you come right back up. So I want your head and chest up the whole time. Right here, nice and slow. Tuck your butt whenever you get in. Squeeze those glutes. The only objective that I want you to do different is when you are coming to right here, I want you to internally turn your heels. Just, they don't actually have to move, but just whenever you go down, come up, and it's almost like you're rolling your glutes under. So your heels should try to come in.
Okay.
So we're gonna go 10 body squat, 10. Got it?
Why, I guess.
Yeah. 4, big time.
Come on. 8, 9, one more. 10, good, body squat. 10, 10.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, one more.
3, 4.
Yep, let this thing pull your hips back. There you go. 5. 5 more. 1, 2, good. 3, good, Jenna, come on. 4, and 5, good, relax.
we got, Daniel?
We've got banded resistance work on the leg press. So what we're gonna do here, I want you to go up 4 seconds down. So count in your head, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not lock out at the top. Keep that tension the entire time. So knees bent even at the top. As soon as you're about to lock out, go right back down. There you go. Yep. It's gonna be a struggle. Come on. 2.
Good. If it's too tough, push through it. 3, come on. 4, good, yep. Come on. 5, go to 10, come on. 6, good. Perfect, Jenna, come on, 7. 8. One more.
The machine looks awful. Looks awful.
It is gonna be awful. There you go.
Seatbelt's never a good thing. Video.
I didn't know it was filming. All right. So, lift straight up. Hold on. Lower. There you go. Come on.
But I did just get done with an hour of working out with Daniel, and then I went for 45 cardio, and now I'm just taking a little break. I'm gonna head over to Starbucks and get a coffee. My head is killing me, and I'm not sure why. I had a headache all last night, and this morning it kind of went away. I don't know if it's just not as much caffeine or what, but I normally don't drink a ton of caffeine anyway. Like, I'm not doing pre-workout right now, so there's caffeine in that a little bit.
Turn left onto West Parker Road.
I don't know, and it could just be low carb. It's tough to say, but I'm gonna go try to fix it before I go into posing. And today, Tawna wanted like full out hair.
The destination is on the right. Starbucks.
Jewelry, all of it. So hair is not gonna be on point. But I'll let you guys see into our practice, see what we do. Last practice before the show. Ooh, I am looking rough, but cardio definitely got the best of me today. I was like hurting everywhere, so I don't know that I noticed my foot hurting necessarily, but I literally have bleeding blisters on both heels of my feet, which part of it is poor shoe choice, but these suckers are cute. They look good and they're kind of new, so I wore them today and they just bit me on the back of the foot, both back feet. Bloody. When cardio gets the best of you. No pain, no gain. And these are brand new. I don't think that's gonna come out. So working out with Daniel is just invaluable. He pushes me to my absolute maximum muscle capacity and mental capacity each and every workout. His training is absolutely invaluable, and I absolutely recommend for you guys at home to get somebody who knows what they're doing to help you. And to gain the muscle that I want to gain, I need somebody who's there to not only spot me, but to correct my form. And while it may not be heavy for a lot of people in the gym, I am lifting heavy for Jenna Smink to really push my muscles to that absolute peak, to basically tear the muscle, and then in the repair and in the regrowth, it comes back stronger and bigger. So that's essentially what I'm doing. And for me, for my body, I am really leg focused. I want to build my legs as big as possible, build my bootius maximus, as I like to say. And Daniel knows so many different exercises that target each and every muscle in the leg, and it really is a science. So information is power, and if you don't know it yourself, find somebody who does. And just like barrel racing, finding somebody who knows what they're doing can help you turn decades into days. It can give you the results that you're looking for and skip you past a lot of that frustration. And moving into our coaching session, same exact thing. I don't know how people do it without finding a badass coach, and Tawna is one of the best. Her and her husband own the gym that we work out at. It's called Destination Dallas. There's a clothing line that operates out of there also, Better Bodies. So she's very well connected in the fitness world. She's competed a ton herself, very accomplished. I totally recommend looking her up online. She'll do some e-coaching, some over long distance mentorship for you guys. And I would like to blame all of my brain farting today on my diet. So if I don't make sense, it's the diet. Next week I'll have it together, I promise. Anyway, Tawna's very knowledgeable. She has taken me from a little baby fawn on ice skates, as it would appear, to being super ready, confident. When I look in the mirror, I'm shocked that my body is able to look the way that it does. And it's just the smallest little things, like bending here, opening up here. It just makes a huge difference. And the more that you know, the more you find out in this industry and about this sport, the more you appreciate those girls on stage, because what they are doing is hard. And to just pose for a half an hour, it takes a lot out of you, on top of cardio, on top of, oh, I just did legs. Now you're gonna stand in 5-inch heels and tighten everything and twist in an uncomfortable way and ask your body to do things that make it look magical in the mirror. I'm just so excited for the package that I'm bringing on stage. I've never felt more confident looking in the mirror, and a lot of that is due to obviously Daniel, but also Tawna, and positioning my body in a way that is appealing, to give me an S-curve, to hide some of the things I'm not as proud of, and to freaking show off those things that I am most proud of. So take a look, and she will basically be picking at me a little bit, commending the things that I'm doing well, and this is our very last practice before the show. So obviously I'm not tan, I basically am exfoliating, getting it all off, so I will look a lot better on show day. But here it is, you guys. So here I am just getting ready. This is my first run through. So the first one's always a little bit rough, and she just lets me warm up and kind of get into my groove. And one of the most challenging things is your back flexibility, because you're really arching it and really twisting around. So just getting warmed up here, but not a bad first run through.
Thank you very much, ladies. You can exit the stage. Oh yeah. There she is. There she is.
So it's like kind of intimidating to bear that much skin in front of the world and put it out on YouTube. And even though I look better than I ever have in my whole life, comparing yourself to other competitors or to pros in this industry can be very intimidating. And I look better than I've ever looked in my life, but I still feel not quite tight enough. My booty's not big enough. My legs aren't big enough. I want this. I have a new standard or new image in my mind of what perfection is. So I have already been warned of the dangers in this game, or in this sport, in this industry, about self-image and basically just finding a new level of expectation for yourself. And if you take that over the line, of course it can be unhealthy. Through this whole journey, I've really been mindful of loving myself and appreciating where I am in the journey, because like I said, at the end of the day, I look better than I ever freaking have. So remembering that, at the same time, I'm putting myself on stage asking a panel of judges and the whole entire world to basically do just that. Judge me, pick me apart, compare me to other women. So it's kind of it's a tricky line. It's a very dangerous game to play. But in this journey, I have certainly found a new appreciation for the girls who compete, especially at a pro level, and those who take time for fitness and to sculpt their body every single day. It's tough work. I have a long ways to go, but I've certainly come a long way at the same time.
So, let me see. Stand your shirt up and down for me.
really up there. That really gives that V taper. Yeah, you see how that's doing that right there? Feels 80s, but hit your pose now. Oh, do you see what I mean? Like it just kind of get the booty back. There you go. There you go. All right. Good.
I can't wait till I'm all tanned up. I feel really white.
Yeah. Pretty. You did that was perfect. You went off like uppity, but you kept your composure. Like I'm gonna keep my energy, but I'm not gonna just sprint off.
I'll probably cut this out for YouTube, but you never know. Get in there, girl.
Gorgeous. That's so good. Yeah, that's perfect. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, let's get number one out to the middle. Now, if you're there, don't scoot it in.
Just leave it.
Right? No, don't leave it. Rock over and readjust it. Readjust your steps.
Can we get number 1 to switch with number 2 and find over here?
So at the morning show, they do like first call outs, and that basically is just like them kind of placing you, but you don't know for sure yet, but for sure you want to be first call outs.
Right. Correct.
Like the top 5-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because normally they call out first call out, which is usually top 5. Sometimes they have more in there though. That's the thing. So you can't just be like, oh, that's top 5. Because sometimes, I mean, I've been in a first call out where there were 7. And you're like, okay, so it could be kind of a second call out too, you know?
So they do like second call outs also? And then
How
third
many?
call outs?
Yeah. How many other call outs there are to get the people in there, you know?
So if you're just basically if you're called first, that's good.
If you were that first group to be called out, that's usually top honors, top 5. And then where you are in the lineup, you just never really know.
But you want to be middle?
Middle is a good place to be because they're kind of comparing all the other girls to you. But that doesn't always mean anything.
Yeah. Okay.
But the first call out is good. Obviously, you know, for your first time show, any call out is going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course, you want to be in that top call out, but if it doesn't happen, if you don't get first call out, you still have to be on stage, you still have to be, you know what I mean? And on your A game, because you just never know. You could get called out in the second call out, but get called out in that second call out and not be getting for 6th. They could be going, well, maybe she should be like in 5th or 4th, not 6th.
With this being my very first show, I had a ton of questions, and that's where Tawna and Danielle have both been so helpful because they just have no idea what to expect, and I think sometimes the fear of the unknown is way worse than the actual just getting the show on the road, getting moving and doing it. So at the end of this session, Tawna just kind of went over every single question that I had, which was a ton. So if you guys want to learn more about it, if you're interested in going to a show, stick around. She gives a lot of good info and just kind of a recap for how it's going to work on Saturday. They will have a pre-judging in the morning, if you didn't catch that from our conversation. So 9 a.m. pre-judging, they'll do basically the whole show, and then at the end of every class, they will do first call-outs, second call-outs, third call-outs, basically however many is in your class. They'll call you back on a stage, and that gives you a good indication of where it is you are placing in the judge's mind. Everybody wants first call-outs. However, like Tawna said, second call-outs, you still could change up the order, so stay positive, keep a smile on your face, bring your A game, which, I mean, I knew that from queening and competing, so I'm not worried about that at all. So they'll do the pre-judging in the morning, do their call-outs, and then everyone will come back for an evening show, and they'll run through this a lot faster as far as I understand, and that's when they will place the actual placing. So that's when you'll know how you did. And now if I place in top 5 in this show, I am nationally qualified, so that is 100% what I am aiming for. Of course, I would love to win, but I definitely, a realistic goal, want to place so that I can go to nationals. show order. Typical to a rodeo, you've got to pay attention to what's on so that you don't miss your turn. Typical barrel racer stuff: don't warm up too early, don't go up to the arena too early, don't boot your horse up, aka don't put your swimsuit and heels on too early. You're also dealing with a very, very dark tan that gets on everything, so don't sit down, don't put your suit on. I'm going to be gluing this thing to my butt. Once it's glued, there is no going to the bathroom, and if you take it off, it takes the tan off with it. So probably a little too much information for most of you watching, but I wanted to give you guys full 360. And part of the reason that I wanted to make this video series is because I wish that I had it. And I follow a lot of girls on YouTube who are prior competitors, and it has helped me so much. So if I'm able to reach out to you guys, give you a little inspiration, a little hope, or a little knowledge in your journey, that is my sole purpose in this video. And also to look back someday on my first show and go, man, I didn't know anything, but I was giving her hell. Man, I was trying. So that's basically it for today. Just wrapping up with some more questions from Tawna, and I will catch you guys tomorrow, one day closer.
Like bikini, bodybuilding's going on first, and bikini's going last, which is very typical. Men's physique usually goes on right before bikini. The reason they do that is because everybody wants to see bikini, so they keep it at the end.
Oh, really?
So that it keeps people there. So
I figured it was last because nobody wanted to see it. They were like, you guys are small, you're not even...
no, everybody wants to see it. Like, you know, it's king girls.
Yeah, true.
So it's the biggest division of them all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a lot more. It's a
I
lot.
thought bikini was like in the bodybuilding world, like they didn't respect you because you weren't that big or something.
No, it was at the very beginning when bikini, like whenever I first started competing and bikini was so new, that's how it was. You were not respected at all. Like, I mean, but now it's like been put on the maps, and it sees that it draws so many people because it's a lot easier to attain a physique of a bikini competitor.
And for the normal person, you can like appreciate that too, where not everybody gets or thinks it's cool to be that big, especially as a girl, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why bikinis last. But I would pay attention. I've had girls miss going on stage.
I wouldn't do that.
Because you know what I mean? It's like, it's the same thing with the barrel race. Like, who goes in front of y'all?
Yeah,
Y'all
you
are
go
last,
first.
kind of, usually. Right?
Yeah, second to last. Bull riding's usually last.
Yeah.
Girls is right before that.
But exactly, it's for the same reasons. And you don't just stay like right there next to the arena, like before you're about to go out. You're somewhere else, and then you make your way up, and then you kind of hang around there and wait for the other divisions. It's the same shit.
Do you love me?